All right. Let me know if you can hear us with these mics right here, okay? Man, the fam know they be waiting on us. Y'all are patiently waiting for us, and we totally thank y'all for
Thank
that.
y'all.
What you think,
No, I
Ahmad?
mean, listen, man, we really appreciate it. You see, we over here working it out so that we can deliver y'all a good interview. That's really a
Yeah,
conversation. This is not a business exchange right here. Okay, we,
exactly.
we got it together.
We
We
got it
gonna have some
together.
fun.
You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I
That's
mean?
what's up.
Yeah.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheep Hub Network, where we talk books, authors, and publishers. I know y'all love that line, right? For sure. Okay. Darian gonna say we waiting. All right. So I just wanted to let y'all know. I am super excited about who we have on the show today. As you know, he's Ahmand Smith, but he's a powerhouse entrepreneur, co-owner of RB Pest Solutions with his lovely wife. Um, they a duo, y'all. They look, a storm to be reckoned with. I'll let y'all know that. And they are redefining family business and success in our community. But it's not. But that's not all. He's also a creative force behind the Empowering Children series, Kodi Blackman. His debut book, Kodi Blackman and the Eclipse, inspired and it inspires young readers to see themselves as superheroes. And this July, he's back with a highly anticipated second installment, Honey. So, without further ado, again, I'd like to say welcome to Ahmand Smith.
Thank you so much. I mean, what a warm welcome. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And so we have your lovely wife in the studio as
She
well.
is here
So
with me.
here to support you, right?
Absolutely, that's my rock. There is.
All right. And I just want to shout out everybody who is online. We got Showtime Wills, we got Darian Knight, we got Royce Dixon, we got Mark Bosajor. Everybody is saying what's up, Ahmad, and congratulations to you. So thank you guys for okay. Thank you
Thank y'all
guys for
so
coming.
much. Appreciate y'all.
All right, so let's take it back a second, okay?
Absolutely.
So my question for you is who is Amon Smith before the business, the books, and the buzz?
Ahmand Smith, just a kid from Chicago, south side of Chicago, grew up in the circle. I grew up with entrepreneurs as parents, so I didn't have like the traditional. My parents get up in the morning and go to work for somebody else's establishment. They went out and hustled for themselves. So I kind of had that um, embedded in me pretty much all of my life. So it spilled over into myself and my sister. We would get out of school and go to our family business. It was a beauty salon. And if anybody on the south side of Chicago, if you grew up in the 80s and the 90s and you had a Jerry curl, you probably passed through my people's shop, right? So, um, and just a kid trying to figure it all out, man.
Yeah.
Um, nothing out of the ordinary. I was just running around, being a kid, trying to have fun. I had a great group of friends that I grew up with. I call them brothers, and
Yeah.
um, that was pretty much just a normal guy.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just the normal people who do extraordinary things. I mean,
um,
so anybody could do it, right?
so yeah, that you know what that I guess we'll get into that part of it
Okay.
as the conversation go. But yeah, absolutely, regular people are your superheroes. Superman was Clark Kent in the
Ex-
daytime. You know.
Exactly. So you and your wife,
Yes.
Robbie R.
Mm-hmm.
I call her Robbie.
Uh huh.
You've built something really powerful together, and I know I always wonder about her sometimes because, yeah, you grew up around entrepreneurs.
Hmm.
And then I wonder if she grew up around entrepreneurs because to have the idea to start the business,
Yeah.
RB Pest Solutions. So, what does family mean to you in the context of everything that you do,
Oh,
both when it comes to business and personal?
family is everything. I'm nothing without the people that I call family. So, in particularly when it comes to my wife, she did grow up with parents that were entrepreneurs, hustlers. So she's always had that spirit in her. Um, and just us coming together, we would brainstorm all of the time, just about different things. We had so many ideas that didn't work. you gotta you gotta see our scratchbook about the ideas and stuff that we came up that we just thought were cool ideas that didn't work, right? So we were always fishing, and one thing that we always understood was that we had to do it together. And so we found something in pest control. So her father was in pest control for all of her life, um, and to make a long story short, he encouraged us to move forward and turn it into a business, which it was already a business, but we made it an official business. And everything else is documented, man. I can't be more proud of what we've accomplished and achieved in this space because we're dealing in a space that does not look like us. We're representing people. We're trying to break down doors so that people that look like us, that talk like us, that grew up in the same areas that we grew up in, um, can be exposed to this industry. It's one of those.
Yeah.
It's one of those industries where it's kind of there's a lot of gatekeepers, and they keep it to themselves, and they're pretty hush about it. And we're that whale that likes to come out of the water and blow a little noise and let you know that we're here. So that's really where the whole business part of it came.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And I absolutely love it when you say the ideas that didn't work.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people, they feel like you have one idea, it doesn't work, and they just get discouraged.
yeah.
But you guys didn't. You kept going, you
Hmm.
kept moving.
Yep.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It's not about the shots that you make. It's about not being scared to take the next shot after you miss. That is something totally different, right? Because a lot of people give up. When
Yeah.
once an idea don't work, I mean, I've had companies with a few of my friends, and we had great ideas. Like we put boots on the ground, went to work. We were doing some great things, and then it just kind of
Hmm.
frizzled away, and then we went back to work. You know, kind of gave up on it, and then you just go to the next thing. So we were never discouraged when something didn't work. We knew that we had fresh ideas. We knew that we were pretty. I mean, I don't want to toot our own horn, but we know
You,
that we're
you, you
dope
can toot the horn.
individuals. We understood from an early age that we were dope individuals, right?
Right,
But
right.
no, it's just it didn't work every time that we just sat down and put our heads together until it did.
Yeah, well, you did say boots on the ground. Did you intentionally say that to get us partying
Well,
for the fans and everything?
when I'm talking about where the fans at, I'm talking about the people that's gonna run out and buy this book. I need those type of fans. I'm trying to get people to gravitate to Kodi Blackman and everything. So yeah, where are those fans at? Where you at?
Yeah, well, look, while you are talking about where them fans at, I do want to put a little plug in for the 2025 She Conference and Networking Convention
Mm-hmm.
that we are going to have. It will be September 19th and 20th,
Yep.
and we want you guys to come out and party with us because
Mm-hmm.
we will be uh, putting the boots on the ground,
Oh
and
yeah.
so bring your fans
Yeah,
out and
yeah.
all that other good stuff. And we're gonna have a lot of other things going on. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back
Okay.
to this interview. Now, you did say that you talked about the guys who you grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're a proud member of the Circle Boys, is what I hear.
Absolutely.
A brotherhood
Mm-hmm.
that's lasted for
Yeah.
years. How important has that support system been in your personal and professional journey? And you almost kind of answered that a little bit
Yeah.
already.
Um, I mean, listen, man. I grew up with an amazing group of guys that I'm honored to consider to be my brothers. I didn't have biological brothers growing up. So when my family moved to the circle, um, the first person that I met happened to be your husband. Uh, and from
Now
him,
you're gonna have to say it a little nicer than that now with my
the first
fine
person that I
husband.
met, the first person that I met in the circle was definitely Jermaine. Um, and he kind of introduced me to all of the rest of the guys, right? And I was a new kid on the block. My family is from Alabama, so
Wow.
coming from that walk of life and moving to this big city now. We had been in the city for a couple of years, so by the time I made it to the circle, I was probably about 6, 7 years old, something like that. And we were just kids, man, running around on big wheels. And I had all of the Jordan Jammer. I had the Ram in the backyard, all of the bikes. And, they would all come over to the house and we'd play, run around the circle all day long, running back and forth to the candy store, just being kids. And we just cultivated a friendship and relationships, man, that lasts to this day. I'm so thankful and honored to have these guys in my life. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm the same person if I don't grow up in that specific
Oh,
environment, because I believe that what you're around kind of, shapes who you are.
yeah.
And, being around them, it's a bunch of jokesters. We've had some of the best times together, and we done cried together. So, yeah, I wouldn't trade these guys for nothing in the world.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome to hear. And I don't know why Darion isn't here. He should have been here. He knows we do our shows on Taco Tuesday. So, bruh, that's on you. You need to, where you at? Where you at? Okay.
He was here, right? Did he do one? He did one up.
Yeah, he was here. He
Yeah,
was here, but he got to be here today.
yeah,
You
to
know?
support.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I might
blaming
have to,
you.
I might have to kick him out the group. Nah, he's forever embedded.
So, before we get into the book talk,
Uh huh.
I just want to go back to Robbie because she's special to me
For sure.
as well. But working alongside your wife in business,
Hmm.
what's been one of the most rewarding parts of building this business together as a team?
Oh man, so everybody like to smile, and when everything's good, and you guys will see all of the posts on social media, and it's like, all right, go RB, go Robbie, go Ahmand, and all that stuff, right? And yeah, that is great. But what I cherish the most is when the times get thick and it's tough,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't all peaches and cream, because it's just not like that all of the time, right? Sometimes you're gonna have to look at your partner in the eye and say, look, it's me and you. Let's
Mm-hmm.
fight against this right here together, and we're gonna come out on top. Those are the times that are most important. Is everybody can have a good time when everything's going good,
Yeah.
but can y'all still smile and joke and have good times when it ain't all that peachy and everything ain't just going your way? The ball didn't bounce your way this month.
Yeah.
You lose employees, or you lose contracts, or just different challenges of owning a business. And again, we're operating a business that is not pretty. We're in pest
Yeah.
control. We service residents and businesses in an attempt to get rid of pest issues, right? It's not
Mm-hmm.
a pretty job, but we make it look damn good. So,
Your wife certainly does. I gotta
well,
tell, she be looking good.
yeah, I mean, she got to be the finest exterminator I know,
A man, the finest one I know. I
you
tell
know.
you that.
So yeah, it's those tough times, man, that really hold us together, and it keeps you grounded,
Mm-hmm.
because with
Mm-hmm.
a lot of success at a rapid rate can really, it'll throw you off the rail a little bit if there's something that you're not used to. So to be humble enough to know when it's time to, hey, you got to roll up the sleeves right now. We have to go to work. We got
Mm-hmm.
to, you know, rebrand. We have to do different things in order to keep it afloat, because we're not even doing it for us at this point.
Yeah.
If you walk into our establishment, you're gonna see my daughters in there. I got my twin daughters just graduated from Columbia, um, and they graduated on a Friday and was at work on Monday. Like no vacation, no time off. They didn't go and take a trip. They came right to work. You'll see my daughter that is soon to give birth to a bundle of joy. Like any day now,
Yes.
you're liable to walk into our establishment and see her in there still working.
Wow.
So we're doing it for the future at this point. Um, we're pretty good in terms of things that we want, the wants of life.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're hustling for the kids that we haven't even met yet.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what you call legacy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
I really love that, and I'm sure the audience is really appreciating this conversation.
Yeah.
Can you? Where is RB Pest Solutions? Like, what's the number if somebody wants that information?
Yeah. So if you need any of our products and services, you can always reach us at 312-217-9605. We're located at 10414 Southwestern Avenue if you need to stop by. And because we're talking about the service side of the business, but the innovative part that we did as well was we created a brand. We're the first Black female-owned company to have um, our own pest control product in a big box
Yes.
store, with other big boxes waiting to come on board as well. So, being the first person, the first company that looks like us to do that, um, is truly, it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's humbling. It's like, God, why did you us? Like,
Right.
we just two kids from the south side of Chicago.
Right.
And you're blessing us like that. So, like, I mean, it's amazing, man. So if you need products or services, you can come to 104th and Western. You can always reach us at 312-217-9605.
Yeah. So what amazes me about this entire thing is that you then had the audacity to create a book
Yeah.
that
Hmm.
was based around the company, insects,
Yeah.
and teaching
Yep.
children. So let's let's definitely talk about that. So your first book,
Uh-huh.
um, as far as I'm concerned, was very empowering.
Thank
What
you.
made you say, I want to write a children's book?
Oh man, pest control led me to that. All right. So obviously, in the book, Kodi is an exterminator. But what really led to it was we do a lot of business in the inner city of Chicago,
Hmm.
and there's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of violence, um, food deserts, just a lot of lack of information. The kids in a lot of our schools don't have the same um, tablets and laptops that kids in other areas have, right? And one day I was servicing, I was actually doing the service in one of these communities, and I paid attention to the kids as they were getting out of school. It was a grammar school, like very close by. And I watched those children as they were getting out of school, and I got depressed because I'm looking at them, and you could see the depression and the heaviness on the kids. It looked like they were like getting out of work at a plant or something, and it was like, I gotta go on. Like, there was no laughter, there was no joy. It was
Hmm.
like burden and like suffering is what I saw. And I'm like, well, I know there's nothing in my power at this point that I can do to like save each and every last one of these kids. But I did feel obligated to do something. Like
Hmm.
if I can just start something, then maybe one kid will, gravitate towards it, and then maybe another one, and then maybe another one. But if I can just save one,
Hmm.
I'll be happy with that. That was my whole intention of coming with the first book. So when I wrote it, I wanted to write it from a standpoint where, okay, it can be educational. It needs to be cool. So I need this character to look like the kids. I need him to be relatable. Um, but also there has to be a message in it, right? And the way that I was able to do that was to make him an exterminator that exterminates these roadblocks that are in these kids' lives that prevents them from dreaming big, right? So whether that be
Wow.
um, growing up in poverty or getting bullied or having low self-esteem because maybe they don't have the freshest clothes on. Maybe mom's out here working two jobs to do the best that she can, and maybe the ends are just not meeting. And you're getting bullied because you go to school with a hole in your shoe type of thing, right? Um, we're exterminating all of those thoughts, getting all of that bad energy out of the way just so that the kids can dream.
Wow. I love the way you say to exterminate the
Yeah.
roadblocks. Like, how profound is
Yeah.
that?
That was my whole thing about it. Like I didn't want him to just be an exterminator that run around and do things with animals and bugs and stuff. Like no, let's twist that and let's do something that's a little bit more cool and a little bit more meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
Because essentially that's what I want them to get is that listen, you can grow up um, in this community that don't have all of the best opportunity, and
Mm-hmm.
you can make it out of that. Um, and like I said, if it happens for one kid, I feel as if I've done my job. And of course, I want plenty kids to be able to feel the same way. But my goal in the beginning was to capture one kid.
Wow. I love that. Now, tell us an incident about you being in a bar and something being drawn on a napkin or something. What was that about?
Shout out to my illustrator, Thomas Hall. So all of the images in both books are from him. It's from his pen. And what happened was we was at a Christmas party for my company, and Thomas came out to that party, and we were having a good time and just being silly at the bar. I said, "Man, listen, man, look, turn me into a superhero, man. Draw me, because he's not. I knew he was an artist. We worked together, and we sat right next to each other. Um, and we didn't have like cubicles that had like the divider. It was like wide open. So like he'd be drawing, and I'm sitting over here playing chess, and neither one of us doing our job. We're milking the clock, right? But I always knew that he could draw. So I'm like, no, Thomas, go ahead, draw me, man. Make me into a superhero. This is like a year before I thought about coming up with the book. But he really drew the picture. Like
Yeah.
it's like he took a picture of me at that bar, and then he went and hand drew and like colored out the picture and all that stuff and brought it back to me. And I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. Didn't think about using it or anything like that till maybe about a year later. And that's when Kodi Blackman was
Wow.
developed. Yep.
That's amazing.
Kodi was born at a bar.
Oh my goodness. I will say that you definitely have a fan base here. And Mark, he's saying, I'm digging the concept of the kids' book and using pest control as a source of symbolism for rising above circumstances.
Nice. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Let me see. I think your lovely wife, she said, the amazing businessman, serial entrepreneur, author, dad, husband, uncle, friend, and I can go on and on. You're definitely an inspiration.
I love you, baby.
All right. So now, you got a new release coming this July,
I do. I do.
and it's titled
We do.
Honey, exactly.
We do.
Yeah. So, what inspired this next chapter of Cody's journey, and what can the readers expect?
Okay, so I have been trying to come up with ideas for a second book, a second installment to this whole story for quite some time. And I just got writer's block. I ain't gonna lie. Like I got writer's block, and then real life was happening. Things were happening in the business. On the personal side, things were happening. Just with family and just a lot of moving pieces, and I just could not find the time to sit down and write.
Mm-hmm.
So the second book is named Harmony, right? And
Harmony. Well, I
um,
keep saying honey, y'all. What is that?
because you leaking information now.
Oh, Ooh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
since you did though, no, I want to
Ooh,
get the people a piece.
I'm sorry.
I
Okay,
want to give
yeah.
them a piece.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want to
Give
give
him
them
a
a piece.
piece.
All right. So the second book is named Hunter. What sparked what sparked my creativity with with the second installment
Mm-hmm.
was the fact that my oldest daughter is having a baby. She's having a
Wow.
baby girl any day now. We have a name. I will not say it here. I'm gonna give her the opportunity to let her baby's name be known to the public and stuff. But
Okay.
um, the baby is a girl. I can say that out loud, right?
Oh.
And I said that, well, if I'm ever gonna want to do something special for a kid, it needs to start with this one, right? So um, I instantly got like, I mean, it just was like boom. And I have this amazing story. This book is amazing, y'all. And it's not even long or anything. It's an easy read and it's really good and it gets right to the good stuff and you're gonna
It
have
does.
a ball with it. But I wanted to make sure that I was able to represent my first granddaughter in a very special way. So I introduced
Wow.
in this book a new character, and her name will be Honey, and that's the reason why you keep.
Oh my,
So
why?
she will be the newest character of the Kodi Blackman franchise, and I'm talking about we're going all in. All of the chips are in. We're doing Halloween costumes, Christmas
Wow.
ornaments, and everything, coloring books, the whole nine. She's gonna have a mascot, but all of the cute stuff aside, like she has a very important role in the second book, and it's all gonna make sense once you guys read it. Please, 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 pick up this book,
Mm-hmm.
read it to your children. I think that they're gonna love it. It's really cool. It is really fun, but it has a really good message in it. So, yeah, that would be the story behind it. And then I also decided to say that the only time that I will write other books moving forward
Mm-hmm.
will be in the event that my children have more kids. So every grandchild will have a new
Wow.
character in the Kodi Blackman franchise.
Oh wow, I'm loving that, y'all. That is so special. I do have the book up, the cover of the book. I know we are probably working on some branding. Yeah, you can't see it right now. You gotta wait.
Y'all see my grandbaby down there though?
Yeah, she's down there looking cute. But yeah, y'all, I did give y'all a little sneak peek of that cover. And man, see, I'm so excited about it myself. This is truly, it is truly an honor to be published in a second book for you.
Oh
You know, you are my family. You know, I almost had to get on your wife the other day about something.
man. Oh
I
man.
won't say it out loud here.
No, as soon as the camera go off, you gotta do that.
Man, you know, as soon as the camera go off, we're gonna be eating these tacos and we're gonna see if
Yeah.
you can beat my man in basketball and everything.
Oh,
I,
he's
I
done.
don't know
He's
if that's
done now.
gonna work.
He's done already. He's already done.
Man, well, I do want to say so everybody.
Well, can I jump in real quick
Yeah,
though? Let me
absolutely.
say something about my team, man. You and the whole team at She Publishing. Thank you for your patience, your professionalism, just working because I'm not gonna act like I'm the easiest person to work with. Listen, I miss deadlines all the time. I don't see emails every day. You gotta when
Don't
you
see
send me an
not a one
email,
email.
you gotta send me a text message to let me know that you sent me an email. Like I'm not an easy guy to work with, and I know that. Thomas on the illustration side, I cannot thank him enough. You guys, this book, this franchise of Kodi Blackman does not exist without you all. So
Oh,
I'm I am just as thankful and as proud. This is our baby. And this is gonna be the
oh,
team moving forward. So we're gonna rock out. We're gonna do a lot more cool things with this
hmm,
whole installment of Kodi Blackman, man. So thank you.
yeah.
To my team,
Oh,
my family is incredible. I don't have the the time, the leeway, the inspiration, or anything that it would take in order to pull this off without my wife and my children, um, my entire family, parents, sisters, everybody. You know who you are. Don't have time for each and every name, but you all know exactly who you are. Thank you all.
Yeah, I just want you to know that you're the best to work with. You know,
What?
working with family to me, when I can work with my family, when I can work with my family, and I know Jermaine always get on me because I keep saying there's what an artist who was saying something about blood is thicker than water, but you need water to survive.
Yeah.
I think he said it's locks. Is that what he said,
Uh-huh.
Mark? Locks?
The locks.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, man, like y'all my water. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are my ice mountain because I don't drink nothing but it. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't do this without you all too. Like everybody in our circle, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Darion with the gymnastics,
Oh yeah.
y'all with the pest solution, pest control, the
Mm-hmm.
publishing company. Just you all have been an inspiration to me, and I'm just like, man, y'all, we grew up together, and even if this is it, like we made it
Yeah.
seriously. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I concur.
Yeah. And Fire Media, I gotta let y'all know, Fire Media, we are doing that. So we gonna be pulling you
Okay.
so that we can make this happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's something that we've been talking about for a minute, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's gonna be so dope because we all have different professions. We all are different. We're individuals, but when you bring different individuals together, they can make some extraordinary things happen.
Yeah.
So I'm with it. So what Darion said, hold on the best. Now, come on now, you're gonna have to tell me what that means. Does anybody else know what that means? Okay. All right. Well, now do you have anything else? Because I gotta let y'all know, Ahmad is on he will be on the July B&B newsletter mag, y'all. So I have been posting that and everything. It is gonna be like a 4-5 spread on him, you know, his family, RB Pest Solutions. And so I want to make sure you guys subscribe to the B&B newsletter mag. So go to www.shepublishingllc.com and go to B&B newsletter mag, and you can go ahead and subscribe to it. You can also purchase the books from our website as well. And then let me see, Darion is clarifying this for me. He said, you said Ahmad was the best to work. Ooh, he said, you said Ahmad was the best to work with. No, what I'm saying is family, okay? Family is the best.
Look at him hating
To
from
work
Aurora.
with.
You all the way in Aurora hating.
Family is the best to work with. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so like, hey, we built a whole literary community.
Yeah.
So everybody
Yeah.
on the Publishing roster is family, but I grew up with you
Yeah.
and Darion. And so that's what I'm saying, and it's just real, you know.
And real, being completely honest, man, Darion has a really good book as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of us. See, anytime like you just said, anytime any one of us do this, we won, man, because we can be sitting up watching the game, not even caring about like encouraging somebody else in their life to do better, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to do that, but we are we're driven to do so for some reason, right? And I don't think that just naturally just comes from us. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that that's inspired from a greater being, right? Um, for me and my family, we believe in God, right?
Yeah.
And I don't believe that all of this inspiration is just because a mom woke up one day and said, "Oh, let me be this philanthropist and go help all the little kids that's in poor neighborhoods in Chicago."
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, that has to be put in you from somewhere. And for me, I know that I received that from God, man. So it's my
Aww.
duty to go out and spread that message around.
Wow. I mean, Your wife is sitting here like it's just you and her in the room. I don't know if she notices me at all. But, so my last question. So looking ahead. So with the success in both business and publishing, what's next for you? And I know you've already told us that it will be the birth of your grandchildren. You publishing books will be meaningful
Mm-hmm.
for you. So aside from that, what can we expect?
Well, what I need to happen is for the community to get behind this character, y'all. I did not create this character for me. I keep saying that I created this for one kid, right? But now I'm getting different visions, and where I want to take the character is there's no limitations, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's plenty of superheroes out there. You can pick one, whoever it could be, Marvel, DC, whatever your pick is, right? But we need one that's ours. We need one that looks just like us. Now, shout out to Black Panther. No knock to them at all. I love Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't necessarily look like the children on 63rd, 79th, 55th, 47th, 35th. They don't look like the kids that I see that's getting out of these grammar schools that are in my hood,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I don't know that every kid is gonna gravitate, depending on what age they are, right? If you get them at the right age, then yeah, they're gonna love Black Panther. They're gonna love all of the animation and the scenes and all of the cool things they do in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
But we have one, y'all, that's ours. He looks like
Yeah.
he wear fresh gym shoes. He's cool. He's not stuck at one little thing. Like he's moving around and he's flying around your city. So I need the support of the people to get behind it so we can push him the way he needs to be. He needs to be a household name. He should be. You know how little kids used to wake up on Saturday morning to watch Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
I need kids to wake up on Saturday morning to watch Kodi Blackman and see what he's talking about for this weekend. Right?
Oh,
So
absolutely.
we're getting into the digital space with it. We're going animation. We will, like I said, we're going to come with more books, but the books are going to represent a new character that would present to the world by way of my lineage, grandchildren, a couple of nieces and nephews might make the cut, but I'm really going for like I really want to keep it like in the house and have because they're gonna all be dedications to these grandchildren that I haven't met yet. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what that would be. This book here was for the one kid in the hood that it could gravitate to, and the other books that are coming are all gonna be dedications to my grandchildren.
Yeah, well, I just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your
Thank you for
very
having me.
busy schedule because y'all just be traveling and
Yeah.
going everywhere and
Mhm.
doing your thing and I just truly appreciate it. I am blessed to have you as my brother. Um,
Likewise. Likewise.
and yeah, it is a true honor. And I do want to, let me see, Pamela, I love it. My grandson doesn't know what cartoons are. Well, look, Pam, you need to get him this Kodi Blackman, seriously, because it is a really good book. Again, this is the first book, Kodi Blackman and the Eclipse. And then the second installation is Harmony. You will be able to pick up a, you will be able to pick up Ahmand's books at all the major retails, including Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Of course, she publishing. And what does tell them Ahmad? Kids might not be able to go take out Thanos, but they can definitely take out that
I love that.
rat in the corner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Real superheroes.
Yeah. Yep. 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 I love that.
So yeah. So with that said, do you have any final words? Does anybody have any final words? You're so excited.
Listen, man, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful. I don't know if y'all ever been to this studio, but listen, let me tell you something. When I walked in here, they rolled out the red carpet. They give you food. They give you food. They got drinks. Like, it's nice in here. So I appreciate you having me. I mean, we could have did this from remote locations, and you know, I don't feel like it would have been as personable. So I thank you for inviting me into your space. Thank you for conducting a dope interview. And producing my second book.
Well, look, y'all. Look, I'm gonna be up in here crying in a minute. Y'all know I'm crybaby, y'all. So, with that said, you guys, we are going to. This has been a really amazing interview. I want you guys. I just do want to put a little plug in for a couple of other things that are happening. So, in July, we have the Indiana Black Expo, where a lot of our authors will be in Indianapolis, Indiana, and they're going to be there showing now. Let me see if I actually have some kind of promo, some kind of picture for them. Yeah, maybe not at this time. And then also we have a couple of other book signings coming up as well. Roy Dixon Senior, he's doing a book signing for his upcoming book. We also have Shartia Love Jones. She has a book signing coming on. And then we also have Mark Bosajor, who also has another book signing coming on. Just go on our website under events. You will see all of them different things that are going on. And let me see. With that said, we're going to see y'all next time. We ain't got